Music! I love doing that. It's so cool. Hey, I'm Michael Edward, creator of How to Crush Your Mental Blocks, which is a course that teaches you how to identify and remove the mental blocks that's keeping you stuck, stopping you from reaching your level of success. Hey, my friend, I am Michael Edward. Absolutely thrilled to be here with you. This is a special week for me. It marks 52 weeks in a row that I've been doing these videos for you. So there's tons of content there for you. You definitely want to follow this page, like it, all that stuff, and subscribe to this page so that you can see the other 51 videos. Tons and tons of gold here. Lots and lots of content. And I was thinking to myself this week, what am I going to do? It's 52 weeks, man. Something's got to come up here. I got to make this subject just a little outstanding in a way. What is it that I can share that these 52 weeks have taught me? And you know what? It comes down to some of the simple stuff. It always does. And this week, I want to talk about why must you celebrate the little wins? All right? Why must you celebrate the little wins? And when I think back over these 52 weeks now, I think, you know what? If I didn't learn to celebrate the little wins, if I didn't learn to congratulate myself when I did a good job, then I would not be here. I would not have stuck with this. I would not have kept recording videos, finding topics to help you reach your highest level of success, and all that stuff. All right, so let's dive into this week. So if you feel like you're not getting ahead in life, if you feel like you're just rushing from one task to another, and you sort of feel like you're just underappreciated, and I'm not talking about other people underappreciating yourself, I'm talking about you underappreciating yourself. All right, big distinction here. You need to develop certain habits to reach high level of success. I think we know that. I think that's a given, is you have to have good habits. And it all starts with celebrating the little wins. Right? And you may be asking yourself, little wins? I don't have any little wins. I mean, what little wins do I have? What big wins do I have? And I believe that we all have wins every single day. And they can be completing mundane tasks. They can be, depending on where you are in your station in life right now, if you're in a state of depression and you got out of bed and you grabbed a shower and you ate something, that's a huge win. Okay? Doesn't sound like it to somebody else, but to you, that's a big win. Pat yourself on the back. Say, you know what? I did this. I'm all right. I'm getting there. I'm improving. All right? You must recognize the little wins, and they come in all shapes and forms. Whether you're in charge of a large organization, whether you give somebody a smile that day and make them smile, that's a win. All right? Whether you make the right choices, that's a win. Whenever you complete a task, that's a win. I was just talking about making better choices. What I'm talking about here is perhaps you're trying to lose some weight, right? And when you decide to reach for the healthier food and not reach for the junk food, that's a win. When you decide that, you know what, I better get off my butt and go for a walk, hit the gym, whatever it might be that you're doing, that is a win. Because if you don't get off that couch, then you're not going to win. It's not a win. Okay? So I hope that makes sense to you, but you have wins all the time. You just need to recognize the wins, and you need to celebrate the wins. You need to congratulate yourself for doing the right thing, for taking that action, for all the stuff that you do. Right? And I was really terrible at this. I mean, I was really bad at this. And to a large degree, I still am. I remember when I was graduating from college, I was sitting there with my two best friends. On the floor was my guide dog, Corey, my first guide dog, her and I, and my best friend, Glenn, who was beside me, and his dog. We went through college together, and it was a very, very hard time. And Corey kept me on the straight and narrow, kept me from running into all this stuff. I don't know how many times Glenn and I leaned on each other, supported each other and helped us. He had his strengths, I had my strengths. Between the two of us, we were pretty impressive. It was a good combination. But skipping forward to graduation, I remember a lot about graduation, but what I don't remember is the commencement speech. I'm sorry, but I don't remember who the speaker was. I don't remember what the speaker was speaking about, because I was sitting there with my dog on the floor at my feet, reaching down, scratching her every now and then. And I reached over and I took my buddy's hand and I shook it, gave a little squeeze. He squeezed mine back. He knew what I was thinking. We went through a lot of stuff during those years. And I honestly don't think that I ever stopped and said, you know what, Michael, old son, you're doing all right. I don't think I ever stopped to appreciate the efforts that I put in on a daily basis to get to where I was. I had a substantial amount of help. I had a lot of support from teachers and other people and family and all that stuff. And of course, my buddy Glenn. But I wouldn't have been able to sit there in that chair at that graduation if I didn't work my butt off. And I decided then and there, I said, you know what, this is a lesson learned for me. I need to recognize when I have the wins, and I need to celebrate them. I need to stop and just say, man, you did good. Okay? And it's so important. It's a habit that you need to develop. All right? And why must you celebrate the wins? Well, here's 4 things I wrote down for you. All right? Number 1 is grow confidence. When you celebrate the wins versus not celebrating the wins, you start to grow in confidence, right? If you do something good and you just shrug it off like I always did, I just raised my head up and said, okay, what's next? And just kept plowing through the pile, right? And I still do that sometimes today. Sometimes I catch myself still doing that. And you just need to stop for a moment and say, I did good. And your confidence starts to grow. And as your confidence grows, then comes number 2, which is you start to feel powerful. You start to get that powerful feeling that successful people have. It's one of the things that makes them successful, is they feel powerful. All right? And as you start to feel more and more powerful, in comes number 3, which is you build momentum. When you start to build that momentum, and you are starting to have more and more wins, because this is what will happen, right? As your momentum builds, you have a win, you celebrate it, you have another win, you celebrate it. The wins get bigger and bigger, more and more frequent. That momentum is on its way. You are starting to get pulled. You're not pushing anymore. Now it's pulling you into a state of flow. And the flow is where you want to be. It's at your most productive. It's at your most exciting. It's when you're really, really getting the job done. All right, whatever it might be, whatever your highest level of success means to you, you are now in that state of momentum. You're getting into that state of flow, and you will fly. All right. Number 4 is lead to big wins. When the momentum is going because of all the other stuff that we just talked about, now you're going to start getting into the big wins. All right. You celebrate the little wins, you're going to hit the big wins, you're going to celebrate those, of course. And that's when the miracles start to happen. That's when the magic starts to happen. That's when life really changes for you. And you know what, my friend? They think that the gold is in the big wins, but I say you're not going to get to that gold until you have the little wins. It's the little wins that we have to celebrate. We have to remember a time in our life when you were really powerful. You remember that time? We all had it. We all had a time in our lives where we were really powerful. And I bet you, if you really think about that time, if you can slip yourself back into that time, you will realize that you were proud of yourself. You remembered to celebrate the little wins and the big wins. All right? You remembered to congratulate yourself. And that is when you are starting now. You can now skip forward and say, I'm going to make this a habit every single day. as the day progresses, I'm going to sit back and say, I had a little win right now. I'm almost done recording this video. That is a win for me. And all the steps that are involved in uploading this video, when I'm done and it's all uploaded and everything's done and I've done the blog and all the rest of the stuff that goes along with it, I sit back and I say, you know what? Job well done. Way to go, Michael. I want you to develop that habit. I want you to reach that highest level of success so that you can live your dreams and do all the things that you deserve. All right? I hope that serves you. I am Michael Edward. Thank you so much for being here with me on this momentous 1 year on YouTube. I'm really proud of it. I really am. And I want you to go out there, enjoy every day, love as much as you can, and succeed. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, please like it, share it. Click on that subscribe button. Click on that bell icon to adjust your notifications so you'll never miss another video from me again. In the description, there's links including mepersonaldevelopment.com where we help you reach your highest level of success.